Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to That One Awkward Guy. Today we're going to be continuing our series on Hearts of Iron 4 as India with the Millennium Dawn modern day mod. In the last episode, we were kind of thinking about should we invade Georgia now or wait for world tension. Now, the general consensus in the comments was just go for it, just do it. So we're going to do it. Let's go. Let's do this. Hopefully it doesn't end horribly. Put you guys there. Let's see. I need to split the... Oh no, wait. Is that enough tanks? 23, yes. Okay. So I was hoping those tanks would split while they were moving, because I don't want all 60-something tanks over there. Are you guys gonna move? Okay, you are moving. Good. Okay, let's grab up all of these guys. And have them maybe push up to here. And then I'll have you guys push to, like, here, I guess. And then they'll secure that, and they'll secure that. Just activate it, so they'll get ready to do it. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Go. Okay, oh. Are you kidding? They have all artillery here? What? I turn off the day-night cycle. Are you kidding me? Did I just see what they have all artillery? Oh my goodness. I was expecting them to have a little more. There we go. Oh. Oh, that actually breaks down world tension a little bit. That's nice. I was hoping it would do that, but I wasn't quite sure. Okay, so I take it the Russians aren't going to be too happy about that, are they? Because now we definitely are sharing quite the border with them, aren't we? Yeah. You know what? Let's pull all of the troops we have. Don't have any more here, do we? No. Let's pull all of you guys back to this area. Have you garrison like this. I'll even give you... I want to spread them out as much as possible. I don't want any supply issues. And there we go. So they'll be garrisoning that whole area. That's good. And... so are both of these two in the CSTO? No, you guys are not in the CSTO. Let's see, so what's going on? But you're guaranteed by Armenia. So going to war with Armenia means I'm gonna go to war with you? No, going to war with you means I'm gonna go to war with Armenia. Okay, that'll be interesting. We'll have to figure out what we're doing there, but we have to let world tension go down quite a bit. And wait a second. What's this now? Why is there a carrier over here? Please get them back here. Let me check for a second. I go to production here. Where are our carriers? Carrier. There we go. That's better. Wait, what kind of... did I see that? Okay, wait. I was thinking about this the last episode. I noticed it right at the end of the video, but I didn't say anything. Do we have a new kind? Yes. Generation 3i. Yes, we do have a new kind. Okay, because I was at the end of the video. Is there any more? I think there was more at the bottom. At the end of the video, I was thinking, wait, didn't we research something? And I couldn't quite remember what it was. But it was that. There we go. So this is the new IFV. We'll have to produce that. Luckily, we have a ton of production. So that shouldn't take too long. And I kind of want to build another tank line, but the more it doesn't really seem to help decrease this. But I know now that we're gonna have, you know, maybe let's get another future equipment line. I think to deal with that deficit, and then the rest will go to a tank line. I'm happy with that. Yes, yes. Import more things. Good, good. Oh, another thing before I forget. I want to, first of all, put all of this to priority. And then infrastructure to priority. Like so. And then we'll scroll here. And then radar is also going to be a priority in this area because I want to know what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was all of it. There we go. And hopefully then we'll be able to better see what's going on in Russia and in Armenia. How big is Armenia's army? Romania's army is 33 to 44, or 43. It's workable. Just this Russian army that's just terrifying. Oh my goodness. I mean, like, in a war of attrition, we'll win because, I mean, look at our manpower. In a war of attrition, like, if we were to go into that kind of war, and I were to raise this from limited conscription to extensive conscription, all it would do, it would actually increase my factory output. I didn't even know that. So factory output goes up by 5%, and after that, I guess you lose the stuff. Or wait, no, it actually gets worse. It's not going up by 5%, it's decreasing from 10% to 5%, so it's not great, but it's something. It's a worse buff than the one I already have in training time, and I would gain, wow, look at that. I'd probably be reaching like 200-300 million at that point, wouldn't I? Possibly, I don't even know. Well, a lot of this is recruitable too, so I don't know. But we'd get a lot of manpower. The fact is, in a war of attrition, we're going to completely destroy them because we probably have more manpower now than they would at, what's the last one? Scraping the Barrel. So, in a war of attrition, we're going to win. It's just, a war of attrition is amazingly boring. They're the most boring things to play, and in my opinion, I don't really enjoy watching wars of attrition because it's kind of just sitting there and attacking the enemy until one side runs out of manpower. That's pretty much it. So, we'd definitely be calling in China to support a push from here. That's for sure. And then we'd also need to push from here, but we wouldn't be able to break through this unless they abandoned this front line. So we could do naval invasions along the coast. Like a series of, from each one of these ports here, we could launch naval invasions like here in Rostov, in just kind of southwest of Krasnodar, and around there to try to secure this coast with as many troops as possible, and then push east to here to try to cut off the escape of these troops and destroy them. I'd assume they have maybe 50 divisions right now. It's kind of hard to tell, but probably like 50-ish divisions along the border. Wow, Greece. Gosh. Remind me not to go to war with Greece. Holy crap. Whoa, their army is bigger than the US. Wow, is their army actually bigger than... It is bigger than the US. Oh my goodness. Wow. Are they still in NATO? Damn it. I don't want to face that. Not so much because it's really a threat, but because how would I break through that? That would be hell to break through. And you'd have to defend all these little islands here. Man, it's crazy. Alright, well, in the meantime, let me check. Have we finished any of the radar? I assume we have, because we can actually see things now, so let's see. Yes, we are finishing radar. Getting repairs finished, and working on more civilian factories. I can't remember, I ordered air bases, right? Yeah. Those are still well under construction. Those are probably going to take a while. Oh, we have a lot of repairs to do. I think I might kind of raise these in priority a little bit, because they won't take very long. Yeah, get those all repaired, especially the infrastructure. Get the radar done after. It won't take long either. We're already almost finished half of them. Alright. 502 nukes, okay. Oh! Nuclear reactors. Gotta get those built. There we go. Almost forgot about that one. Even though we have 500 nukes, which is more nukes than I could ever possibly use, but... yeah. Alright. So, I wanted to keep working on figuring out a plan because... oh, this is interesting. It's very... okay, so we get an approximate estimate. No, it's not going to give it to us, and I'm not manually counting all these. Okay, so... looking at this, there's some spots I think we could break through. Probably here, because that's mostly artillery, but those tanks may give us problems. Probably break through here. Possibly here. probably get through here and here. But I don't know, I really do like the idea of multiple naval invasions here. And you know what? Honestly, if I were to build ports here, I could do it from there too. And I could launch them into here. That's also an option. If I were to build naval bases just all along here and just launch them into this side, and then the forces could push and meet here, cutting off these divisions, and then push north from there. Well, hopefully at that point they would be relocating troops to deal with the Chinese advance here, and focusing on them more than me, because my front would be more of a stalemate, while the I assume China's going to be able to move out pretty quick. I don't know though, because I don't know how many troops Russia might have on their border. Yeah, I think naval invasions are going to be our best bet here. I also could try to time a coup to start around that time too, just to completely split their forces, because when the AI has to prioritize, they kind of go a little wonky, and they don't necessarily always prioritize very well, so it might give us a bit of an advantage if we can confuse them a little bit. So if we were to bring in China, hold a stalemate here while having naval invasions here and here, with a coup preferably up here somewhere. I'm not sure where, just up here so it's further away from here, but not so close that they'll be relocating troops here, because I want China to be able to move up as much as they can so they can draw more Russian troops to them. So I want their advance to go well, so if I make the coup here, it might help them for a little bit, but Russia's then going to relocate a lot of troops over there that would probably move to the Chinese border next, after they deal with the coup. So here would probably be best, because they probably already have a lot of troops here, because Moscow's right there. And that would give me opportunity to deal with the problem here, and then hopefully push up into Kazakhstan, and up to Rostov and Volgograd. Volgograd. Although I'd also hope to land in Rostov. Just capture all of this land. But that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. It would split their forces sufficiently that I think we'd have a chance, because if they have, it's estimated that they have, I've seen this go up to 900, so let's assume they go to 900. If they were to throw 100 divisions to deal with the coup, 300 at me, 300 at China, and then the other 200, the AI doesn't know how to do it. They'll probably keep them garrisoning their ports or on somebody's border. They always do that for some reason. They'll probably have a giant force on the Ukrainian border, Finnish border, and all that. I've seen them do that before, where they just keep half their army on borders, even though they're not at war. Don't know why they do that. Or even though they're at war with someone else and those troops would be needed there, they still keep them on other people's borders that would never attack them. Anyway, that's beside the point. That might give us the opportunity we need to take the Caucasus and hopefully move through. Now, the fact that Kazakhstan's going to join this war is actually going to be a really big help for us, because their army is, it's not a bad army, it's regionally not bad. Like, if you look, it's fairly comparable to a lot of the other armies. The, like, you know, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and I always feel like I need to name all of them. Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, where's this one? Did I say that one? Turkmenistan? And everything. It's pretty comparable, but their army's not that big, so they're really not a threat to us in general. But they provide us with a advantage, because if they were neutral, the Russians could bottleneck us here. Right by Volgograd. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. But now they can't, because we can just go bloop and push right through, and then use this river to defend our flank. Right? So that actually prevents us from being as bottlenecked, because we have a wider area to go forward in, which will probably give us an advantage, because it'll stretch their troops even thinner. Yes. I don't know why. Every time I name one, then I feel like I want to name every single one. I mean, it would be interesting if a mod were to make like a faction between all of them. Well, I'm sure you could do that in the base game with cheats, but a faction between all the stans and just see how far you can go with that. I mean, together, their army is actually pretty formidable. They have about 30 to 50 divisions each. That's actually relatively powerful. This late in the game, not so much, because, you know, most of the major countries have, like, 700 divisions by now. But in the beginning of the game, if you were to work with that, that would actually be really, really fun. That would actually be a pretty cool multiplayer idea. If I ever do, well, I don't normally do multiplayer on mods, because when they update, you lose everything. Yes. Well, I guess right now we're just waiting for world tension to go down. And I'm also... Do I want to invade these guys? I don't know about you. This would kind of give me... or wait, no, you guys are in... No, you're not. Okay. I mean, it would kind of give me a bit of an advantage. Just because I'd be able to place troops here, and it would be easier to break through these guys, which would be pretty easy. And, whoa, we're starting to see everything over here now. Maybe a naval invasion here won't be as easy as we thought. But once we start the war, I'd assume these troops would all pull down to here. Oops, don't care about that. Go, what? Find, go away, there we go. But this would definitely make that naval invasion easier, I think, because we could land here and here and have our fleet patrolling here. Well, we need fleets to patrol, and we probably would need some ships to patrol in here for naval invasion, so I'd probably deploy a couple submarines. Like, I'll make a naval base and just have a couple submarines deployed there, and I'll have to make some across this entire coast. So the naval invasion would go here, and if we own this territory, maybe we could use it to link up, and then... That might not be a good idea, though. That might make it easier for them to retreat troops. Because then, if I cut them off here from the coast... then they might be quicker to retreat. So I might just leave a gap there. And then just push straight here and straight here to try and break through. I'm going to have literally all 310 divisions here are going to be on this front line. They're going to be holding that front line. So I'm going to be making an entirely separate army to do that invasion. Probably 100 divisions here. Maybe 200 more divisions I'll make. 100 divisions aside, and then... The beginning, I would assume we'll do 1, 2, maybe 4 invasions of 10 divisions here, and maybe 3 invasions of 10 divisions here, and then I'll land the rest as reinforcements, and they'll push. So that way they'll have those 200 divisions, which should be enough to break through there and hold their own. Like, I'm sending a lot. This is going to be a major invasion, because they have a lot of troops here. What is it now? Can we get an estimate now? No, we still can't, but... I'm hoping what they'll do is they're going to pull all of these troops straight onto the border here, and then we can just trap all of them and cripple their military effort on this side, while the rest of their forces would still be busy dealing with the coup, which would allow us to advance up towards Moscow almost unopposed. And from there, once you get, I think pretty much you take Moscow and all the major cities around, and then you get to St. Petersburg, and that's the win right there. But that coup is going to be important. We have to make sure that they stay alive long enough for us to do what we need to do. I think that's actually going to be extremely important. I was just hoping the Russians wouldn't put this many troops on my border. I'm kind of hoping it's just because of world tension, but I'm not sure. Oh, we just got the next level of tank. We're not even finished with the last one yet. Alright. Here we go, bud. New tanks. Have fun. I feel like I just missed some of them, did I? No, those were all planes. Oh, now we have to replace so many tanks. Goodness. Yeah, they build a lot slower too, I've noticed. It might hurt the reserves a little bit. Oh yeah, that's down by a lot. I might add some more production lines at some point. But I'll need to secure more factories to do that. I literally have no more space to build factories. At all. And I could push south, I suppose. It's an option. We could also cut some of these factories here. In favor of that. I think I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, about like that many. Now wherever we have space all through here, just get some more military factories. That's enough for another production line and a half. Yeah, throw these up there too. Have we also finished all that radar stuff yet? I can actually check, can't I, if I go here? Yes, we have. So we have full radar. We know what's going on. So, isn't radar so useful, though? Like, I know exactly what's on my border, and I don't need to have my troops there. And you can kind of see beyond it a little bit. It gives you, like, an idea. Like, I didn't know these troops were here. It's actually good because I could have launched... now I'll know when I launch an invasion if they're still going to have troops here or not. I don't know how many they have, but I know they have them there. So I know to be a little more cautious, and I can also see... Oh, do they have naval fortification there? They do. They have a coastal fort. What about up north? They don't, but they have a higher concentration of troops, it looks like, on the Ukrainian border. Okay. Interesting, interesting. We also have more research now. I don't think there's any levels. Yeah, that's the top tank. It doesn't get any better. I guess infantry now. Or do we have any industry left? Or I think we finished all that. No, last one right here. What's this going to give us? Factory? Yeah, why not? We've almost finished the research tree now. It's 2,025 people. Look at this. Look how far we've come in this series. But, yeah. I don't think I'm going to really start building that naval army yet. You know, I'm actually going to ask you guys. Do you have any suggestions? And I want this to be under the assumption that these troops stay here, because there's a chance they will because of Ukraine. Because the AI likes to keep troops on borders, so they might keep them on the Ukrainian border. But if you guys have any suggestions on what army composition I should use as for a naval invasion to break through these troops. So I'm talking not the troops that come after, because those are going to mostly just be infantry, tanks, mechanized, whatever. But the initial troops that are going to be starting the first invasion. The first naval invasion, the troops that land on the beaches, basically. If you guys have any suggestion for the type of soldier, or not soldier, the type of brigades and divisions I should use for that, let me know. Basically, just tell me. I'll go over here. Division designer. And where is it? Create empty. There we go. So just basically tell me what I need to build here, and I'll build it. If I find one that I like. And hopefully I can use it. Because, I don't know, I mean, I guess I could just go with, like, Marines, but I found Marines are absolutely terrible in this game. I mean, I thought they'd be great for naval invasions, but whenever I use Marines, they never seem to succeed in the naval invasions, so I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, please do let me know, because that will be useful in the coming battle. What's this now? Oh, we don't have resources, we need more steel. Well, that can be arranged. Oh, that uses so many of our factories. We have free what's? We have more free factories. Oh, that's probably because they all went into that other production line of tanks I requested. Which is slowly making its way up. Alright, alright. Yeah, okay. Do we need this many? Because now I'm worried that we're not going to have enough civilian factories to finish all this. Because so many of them are going to now be going to trade. I don't know. We have enough for maybe one more production line-ish, so it won't be too bad. Let's just do it. Just because I want as many of these tanks as we can before the war is going to start. And I'll get this when it starts, as it goes. Whoa, no, not that much. Don't need 80. Not yet. Alright. And that'll hopefully help fix up the stockpile. So what is the current deficit then? 25,000. Going down by roughly 13 a day. It's going down very slowly, a lot slower than I would personally like, but I'll have to deal with it. I doubt any other nation in the game has those tanks yet, because they're technically not supposed to be researched for a few more years. When were they supposed to be researched? Not till 2030, so they are going to give us quite the edge when it comes to combat. Alright. What's this? Oh, more resources, more steel. We've broken 1,000 factories. Guys, look at that. That's crazy. How was our Navy, by the way? 300 ships? There we go. That's what I like to see. Oh, the other thing I need to do, I need to get naval bases along here. Let me just, for the ones that we already have here, let me make them so they're better. Oh, I can't build naval bases here? Oh. So that means I won't be able to launch any invasions along here. Uh-oh. That kind of sucks. That would have been a really good tactic. You could have sent your ships through here. Maybe the water's not deep enough. It should be. Still, at least transport ships. That's kind of silly. It would be that's actually a pretty good tactic. I don't know. I'll have to do a research. Maybe the water, maybe it's like not deep enough so ships can't go or something. I'm not sure. Well, there goes that plan a little bit. Oh man. Improved exoskeletons. That fixes my mood. I want that. Well, I guess in that case, we're just going to be launching it from here. Unless we were to... We could start production of transport planes and launch paratroopers or something, but... The only issue with that is paratroopers alone won't really be enough unless we get them tank support, in which case we'd have to break through here and then push around. Doesn't really feel worth it, though. I think we'll just have to stick with a more, maybe increased naval invasion on this side, and then just try to drive straight through. Might be our best option. Alright, let's raise these all to the top, because I want these built. I want the best... Oops, that included a radar. I want the best naval dockyards as we can get, or that we can get for these naval invasions. And we're finishing up some nuclear reactors now. You know what? Do I need them? How many? Look at. I only need like 3 more to finish that production line. So you know what we're gonna do? I am going to cancel this and build another civilian factory. Won't really make a difference in the grand scheme of things, but whatever. There we go. And apparently we need more steel again. Getting pretty reliant on France here for steel. We can trade with Congo too. France just has a ton of steel, so it's great. Pretty easy to trade with. Because they literally, how much are they producing? 900? Yeah, it's pretty... Yes, they're expanding 950. They're willing to export another 246. They're easy to trade with because they just have so much, so I don't really need to worry about them having some kind of like random supply shortage. Like I've seen like some of the smaller producers of something that sometimes they'll just suddenly not have enough, and that can be a bit of a problem if that happens in the middle of a war or something. And yeah, guess that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to just increase our naval invasion on this side. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for the composition of the brigades and divisions I should send, let me know, because that will be quite helpful. Oh, did the things finish? Did both finish? They did. You know, let's trade with Congo a little bit. There we go. Good, good. Oh, we're at 100. We broke 170 million. There we go. My goodness. We have just too much manpower. Eligible core population available. Wow. That's crazy. That's really crazy. We need to get this army as big as we can. I am going to probably add that extra 200 divisions, and then I think our army's going to pretty much be unstoppable at that point. It's just going to be such a big army. I'm tempted to maybe push south into the rest of the Middle East first. Not so much because of the resources, because they don't really have much that I need. Which is really just steel. They mostly just have they have a little bit of steel right here in Egypt, but I'm not gonna go. And then I'm gonna have to defend this coast too, and this. That's my worry. If I push this far south and I go toward the U.S. or something, I'd have to defend that whole coast. I'm already defending all this with probably less than enough troops. But I do it simply for more land to build civilian factories because so many of them are going to trade. Anyway, though, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.